Hello and welcome to India Today. And Tamil Nadu is going to face the elections in 2026. Along with that, the Puducherry Union Territory is also going to face the elections 2026. And it is equally important for the Union Territory as this election is going to be very special, very serious, and a lot of factors are going to play on the ground. Interestingly, new players are coming into this election. They have plans, they have ideas, they have aims, and they claim they want to work for the people in particular and make benefit for the people. And one such very important person is Charles Martin, head of Martin Groups. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank
This
you.
is your territory, Puducherry, and you have decided to enter politics. You already have a Makkal Manram. May I know why you decided to enter politics?
So I've been seeing people struggling. Their basic livelihoods are not met. Still, people are without patta. Patta is like basic. They don't even have a house to live. Basic water is not being sanitized. When there was this Fengel cyclone, so I got an opportunity to go meet people in every segment of life. So once the flood has hit, their houses were all torn apart. They really struggled even for basic needs, even for milk, water, rice. So when obviously with our background, with my life and everything, so we have lived a happy life. What we see is a problem for us is not a actual problem in life. We think about monetary or we think about business competitions and we think about development and other things. So but actual problem in the grassroots is very completely different. Basic needs, food and water. Even for Puducherry, if we take example, people have died by drinking contaminated water, just the drinking water, and the drainage has got damaged and got some water got mixed with it, and government has not taken any action. School children are coming protesting on the streets, saying that they don't have enough teachers to teach them, and they have an issue. Teachers are not trained to take classes for CBSE syllabus. So there are various problems, even employment. There is no enough employment. We recently organized a job fair where 150 people has joined with 20 companies taking the interview. 65 people have been appointed. So it is not a rocket science. Basic things. The politicians here just focused on their own growth and their own personal development rather than the people's life.
I understand helping people is not a rocket science, but at the same time, you are a new person when it comes to politics, which is factual. But at the same time, there are giants already in Puducherry. You have DMK, you have Congress, you have NR Congress. How are you going to fight them?
Yes, so people are really upset with this whole existing system. They feel that the system is very corrupt. All these people are like syndicates. Whoever's in the ruling party, they support the non-ruling party. There's no opposition. Nobody raises a voice for the common people. So they all have business interest, and they are supposed to be doing business outside the politics. But being inside politics, they are doing business. So it is time for business people to enter politics. So that is what I felt. People who are in power, who has to help people, serve people, they are not doing their job well. So that is why people, there is a gap in the peoples. It's not that I want to come into politics and take power. It's that people want that somebody should come forward and somebody can reflect their life, because they're all struggling. Even they are going for daily wages, they don't have time to come to the streets and fight. So when people have sufficient, they are satisfied with life, they have enough for their families and their next generations, those are the ones who can come forward and fight. So in that case, God's gift. So because of that, we are able to come to the streets and fight for the
Were
people.
you able to meet the people on the ground? What were the concerns they raised, and how are you going to planning to tackle it? What is your actual plan?
Yes, so no, there's my vision is to transform Puducherry to Singapore. So that is the tagline or vision that I have for Puducherry. By 2047, we are planning for a vision statement, like how Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had a vision statement in 2020, saying that by then we should be a developed nation. So it has been carried forward, but it's good that today with our honorable Prime Minister's this thing. So we have now with this ruling and with this support, it has come to from fifth largest economy, we have come to the fourth largest economy. So soon, we are on the verge of growing, and today you can see the global politics. So the geopoliticals, for example, US is like putting sanctions on certain things. So we're not now like those days. We're not dependent on US. So we have our own economy. So we're having trade with China now. We are establishing a trade with Russia. So we are now gone global. We are not dependent on anybody. So that is good way. And I find that we have all the resources to be the best and to uplift every human's life. And we are on the right track. It's just that government and people who are in power have to stop looking for themselves and start looking for the people's development.
Well, this is Puducherry, and these are your words. You call the government and the opposition as a syndicate. But one of the major demand has been statehood for Puducherry. What is your view on it?
Yes, so currently, the deficit over here is around the state revenue is around 6,000 to 7,000 crores. The budget is around 14 to 15,000 crores. The balance money has to be supported by the central because we have the independence that was received for Puducherry was in 1954. So, and they have been under unitary for a very long time. Statehood is something, it is something very easily is not immediate change that can happen. It will be a little be
Long
for a
time.
long term. So it should be like what we should expect is the special status. That is, the central government should support Puducherry for like around 10-15 years. They should give some tax exemptions. They should give the time because everybody has come because it was under French colony. So British colonies are given
The transformation will take.
yes, the transformation of other states have taken earlier stage. Whereas for Puducherry, if it's given now, it will be the long term, but it should give a special state status where government supports the Puducherry for some time and then it should be transformed.
But to take up the criticism of the opposition or the people who oppose you, their biggest immediate term, they call you as the B team. Is that so, or how do you want to respond to this?
I think just as a youngster, I had this by seeing the development of Prime Minister's vision. So I joined BJP in 2014 and 15. So during that time, I was in business, so I cannot be very active in politics. So I had this, I wanted to support and thing. Then I felt after 10 years, that now it is time that I'm financially capable individually, not just being support of my father. So I felt that is the time when I felt I can get into politics and spend my time. What people think is that we are the B team. So I was there and resigned in August. August I have sent my resignation because I didn't get the recognition or the approval for even for a posting took very long. So there are too many decision makers in the top level of BJP. So there are too many channels. So I didn't find it was right for me to wait and because I've entered politics, I've stepped into it. So I have to get into the grassroots and start fighting for the people. I cannot for 6 months it took me to just wait and there was no decision taken. So I felt because being in an organization we have to be we are used to taking decisions immediately and take actions, not just wait for
Quick
somebody.
action.
Yes, quick action. So that was the agenda of me coming out of BJP, resigning BJP, and then I was also very active in BJP. So now I want to do it on my own, and I find then it is easy for me. I don't have to get a lot of approvals and stuff, so I can do that.
So the thing is that you want to help the people. That's what you're trying to say, that you want to help the people make their life better. But one of the biggest kind of like allegations or immediate attack on you is using your father's name in particular, and especially about the bonds. I had to bring it because this is something as a politician you will have to respond. And how do you want to, give a response to those politicians or the opposition who want to use that to target you?
Yeah, so I think that's what they keep using for every. See, this political bond is something which is the government, which is passed in the parliament for making everything transparent. So this government wanted to eradicate the black money. So that was the concept of making it to bonds so that the identity is not revealed. So tomorrow nobody takes it as a personal vengeance. We know how politicians take personal vengeance against a lot of business houses and business people. So this was the agenda. So that is why BJP wanted to be transparent, and then they opened it up. So when they opened it up, so we as anybody was doing business, let it be from any business houses from Reliance to Adani or anybody, everybody has to support. See, it's like business houses has to support even for US elections. It is the businesses who give donations to the party. Without how will a political party make money? It is a trust cannot make, it is not a business organization where they sell or do something and generate money. So they need donations to survive. How any charitable trust is there. So that is how we supported all the parties wherever we were or we know people. So we had to support people for the ecosystem to survive. And these are all elected people, elected members by the people of the common people of our country. So I don't know how or why, people like they want some,
Create a hype or
create
something.
hype, yeah, basically hype or the TRP for, they want something masala for, for their action, for their viewership and everything. So people tend to do, like, it's like, if you want to sell a product in business, how you do, you put a brand ambassador, you produce an advertisement, and you want to sell. So people have to do these kind of things to just to,
People
for
as
the
in
channels. I'm
politicians.
talking about the channels and politicians. Let's be like, so, to be honest, even news channels, for them it is a content. So everybody wants to talk about it, and it's one of the highest in the country. So it is the highest in the country. So they want, that was one of the reason I find.
Like personally, me also being in this field, I've been constantly seeing one important aspect when it comes to Puducherry's close attaché, that is Karaikal, along with Rameshwaram. Fishermen issue that has been a constant issue that has been plaguing this particular area. What kind of like solution do you have for this
Yeah,
particular?
from the time I think I'm a kid, when I on the TV channel, I see this fisherman being arrested and being released. See, this has been continuing for a very long time. So I think it is serious time that, we government, I think not we in the sense the ruling people who are in the government, has to take a concrete stand. And now, even for Sri Lanka, as Indian government is supporting with 50,000 crores of credit and, support when they were into
Debt.
debt and, serious issue. So, just for catching a fish, they treat them as criminals. And today we helped a lot of 23 people, come out of
Fishermen
fishermen's. They just came out of jail and they had a lot of struggle.
in Sri
So
Lanka.
in Sri Lanka,
Okay.
so we just supported them. We just supported with whatever we could, monetarily and, financially, and just to morally as well, to get them back to our country. And, for that, even embassies are not supporting very much. They have some medical issues. Still, 2 3 people are still arrested, the drivers and the owner of the boat. So, and these people also have a life. They take credit, they take loan and buy a boat, and then they go for fishing. They have a life to live, to their children to go, make them go to school, make a living. So it has to, they have to, government has to think holistically. And when we are giving 50,000 crores of help, and you're just catching fishermen for just small issues,
Crossing the maritime
cause
border.
just, and how do you measure the border? In ocean, there is a wind. There are rivers. I was talking to this fisherman. There are rivers in the sea. So when there is rivers,
The current.
current. So that, basically they call, even rivers they call, and as the current, it will drag the boat. It's not under their control. Sometimes, due to weather. So sometimes, so there are a lot of issues too. So we
Factors.
have to factors to, they have to sit and sort it out. It's not a issue. They cannot be treated as a criminal. It's not a criminal offense. They're doing for their livelihood, and we can come to an understanding where, we are having a trade agreement with them, so we can sit and sort out this issue.
So next is like a political direct question. You have Rangasamy, you have Narayanasamy, you have Namachivayam. These are the giants of Puducherry. How is Charles Martin going to face them? And in the constituencies, when you decide to start a political party or face the
Yeah.
elections.
So it's more than me fighting this election. It's the people who wants to change. More than me wanting to win or anything. It's the people are frustrated with, the exact term is frustration. They're frustrated with these people. What, we could have seen, the corruption, or their assets has been growing. The chief minister has been one of the sixth richest chief minister in the country. Narayanasamy, as a lot of people say, that he has properties all over the country, whereas he has a lot of properties in Puducherry as well. So these people have been in power. If they wanted, they could have developed it. Even if they would have done something, around Puducherry, compared to Tamil Nadu or any other state or Andhra, it's almost 25 years behind the normal life. So people are really in frustration,
And that
stress.
is going to help you.
Yes, so it is like I'm just being their voice. So people think I am their, I am their family, or I am their son, or I am their father, I am their. So they feel that, I could be their, change. So I can
Representative.
representative. So I can help them to achieve what they want. People who are in Puducherry, they are going to Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad for, for work. So their ecosystem is being spoiled. They're not built with their family. So their money, what they earn, most of the money gets spent on their housing, rentals, their food, and other expenses. So whatever they earn, again 50% goes into all those expenses. Then again tax, and what they take home is very less. So these things, we need to have IT park, we need to have industrial estates, we need to have SEZs, we need to have film cities, we need to have theme parks. there are so much of potential, there's so much of tourism coming in here. There is mangrove forest here, so we can do a lot of things. There's a lot of scope, but the government or the current politicians are not into development. They're only into personal development.
So the thing is that I'm from this soil, so I know what kind of huge shadow Tamil Nadu casts over Puducherry. And this is something like major parties, be it DMK or be it AIDMK. Charles Martin, what kind of solution do you have to tackle them?
Puducherry, honestly speaking, ADMK and DMK doesn't have much of a strength. They're just been maximum they win is 2 seats or 5 seats. That is what is the maximum recent times they're being. Here is one party is NR Congress, another upcoming is BJP. So these are the parties and Congress, and that is also faded away with just 2 seats. So here the politics is different. Their mentality is different. Here people have more connection to France, and they have people living there. There are a lot of citizens here, dual citizenship or not dual citizenship. They live there or living. They have a citizenship there. They live here or they are citizens here. Their families live in in France. So their mindset is completely different from the Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu, the politics is not will never suit here in Puducherry. Puducherry people's expectations. The political drive is something very different.
The thing is that you also mentioned about Congress, and through sources we've come to know that there is high chance of Congress using probably Vijay. These are still in the process because Congress is in alliance with DMK, but our sources claim that there is a possibility for Congress to use Vijay, like influence Kerala and Puducherry. If that happens, what will be Charles Martin's decision?
I don't think, I don't know how far this will go. I think, Congress as well, during Karunanidhi, Kalaignar Karunanidhi's time, the Honorable Chief Minister, they used CBI to arrest a family member. At the same time, they were negotiating with the party. So these people do this drama for negotiation, and they just want to show that they're on demand, and they want to arm twist people. I don't know how DMK is going to tackle this and how Congress is going to do it. So I cannot comment. We don't know exactly what is their final output. So
And this is thing is that before you, one of your members, should I say, from your family has also entered politics, and he's been talking a lot about changing Tamil Nadu politics. So that person has aligned with this actor Vijay. Do you have any comments about his interests?
So I've already discussed about him in other media, and has given we have also family as a family we've given a clarity on his relationship with
Recently has
our
been very
family.
much critical about the parties over there. That is why I'm asking.
So generally to talk about is they in Tamil they call it as veruppu arasiyal. You cannot
Hate politics.
you cannot do this. Keep doing hate politics. So you have to have a vision. You have to have a mission. What you're going to do to the people. How we are going to develop the nation. How we are going to develop the state. How we are going to uplift people from poverty. How we are going to provide employment. How we are going to give empower women. How the education system is going to change. How the healthcare is going to change. This is what we have to talk rather than personally targeting people, personally attacking somebody. These things are not organic or ethical politics. Politics or political party should talk about the growth, development. If there is any issue, there's corruption, you should raise voice. So you cannot let go of something and then jump into something. So you have to, whatever is correct according to what we feel is from the bottom of our heart, we have to face it and be honest.
Well, talking to you, till now we can understand that you have a sense of what is happening in the ground. So this question is about you being a newcomer to politics, and we also have Tamil Nadu newcomer, that is Vijay. Yes, they are calling people and for alliance and such. What is Charles Martin? Would you like to align with Vijay's TVK, or what do you think of that party in particular exactly? Because they also want to make a major footprint on Puducherry.
Yeah, I think now they're more focusing on
In fact, the
Tamil
General
Nadu.
Secretary Busiandis from Puducherry.
From here, yeah. So for them, if they are going to target Puducherry, it is like completely people will lose trust on them because they started with something big like Tamil Nadu, and suddenly coming to a smaller union territory for Puducherry is not their target. Therefore, as TVK leader Vijayana keeps telling that his focus is TVK versus DMK. So this fight is it's about TVK versus DMK, and that is what he keeps telling. So here there's no DMK at all. So I don't think this is his forte or this is his focus here. But I think his focus is more on Tamil Nadu and how they're going to come in Tamil Nadu.
What about your alliance plans then? Do you want to contest alone in all the constituencies, or do you have any particular plans?
As of now, I want to contest alone because I don't want to carry baggage of any old political party. It could be ideology, it could be their corruptions. You know, there are a lot of strings attached to a lot of existing parties. So
Syndicate.
syndicate. So I don't want to be part of any kind of this party. So I want to have a neutral stand. I want to come because people is believing me for my transparency and my backing that I'm not here for making money. So that I want to honor their trust.
And so, what will be your winning factor for in Puducherry?
It is the people, as I said, because people are below poverty. People are they, I go meet people. They really, literally, they from the bottom of their heart, they feel that, they have been backstabbed. Even a lot of government organizations, they have not given salaries for 4 5 years. They are struggling. Their ESIPF. They join government jobs, saying that they will get their pensions. So government has misused them. They have not paid them and they have closed down a lot of AFT mills and a lot of other government corporations. They've closed it for a very long time, and the people are really struggling. And people are looking for a change. They want to revamp all these industries. They want somebody who can come and transform without any expectation.
Right, thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Charles Martin, who clearly stated that the actual essence in Tamil Nadu is entirely different from Puducherry, which reflects liberty, equality, and fraternity from France. And he says that he knows what is required for the people of Puducherry, which he would deliver after winning the elections in 2026. With Irfan, Pramod Madhav for India Today.